So in this section today, in this session, inshallah, we will see the leave setup for SmartHCM, how to do setup in SmartHCM about the leaves and what are different configurations. So I will go to the leave module here, leave management, and in the setup, there are two setups available here, leave types.
Mr. Atman, please don't forget the records, please.
Yes, yes, recording.
Your voice also is not.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Please increase.
So is it clear now? Is it clear?
Yeah.
My voice clear now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So here we will see there are two setups for related to leaves. One is leave type and another is leave location grade setup. So basically in leave type setup, we will create all the leaves which we need with their name, and we will associate with a particular workflow. So let's say if I see here, there are several workflows I have created. So this annual leave I have associated with the workflow here, which name is Ijaza. Same like here, I have another leave which is short leave, and I have associated with leave workflow whose name is short leave. So here we will open all kind of leaves. Once we're done with this, second step we will go into the leave location grade setup, and we will define the actual setups for this kind of leave. There are different rules, there are different limitations, restrictions, all such things we will implement it here. So these rules are based on two things: geographical location for company and grade for the company. So for example, if I'll go for the annual leave and I will go general department, which is a geographical location, which can be anything, and I will go to a particular grade. For example, let's say grade 1A. I have here grade 1A. So this rule will be applicable for all the people on this geographical location and with this grade. So basically all the leaves rule which we set in the SmartHCM are based on two things, are based on two dimensions. One is which geographical location this employee is and what grade he has. So based on these two parameters, all rules we can define. So here you see in the section below, there are some rules already defined. So I will go and I will amend this, and I will explain you one by one each setup, each configuration here. So the first one is leave due. So in the leave due, I have three options. First one is date of appointment, second one is date of confirmation, and third one is service length months. So what basically is leave due? That when an employee will join the company, so when his leave will start calculating, when it will start calculating the leaves, and when it will be, he will be able to apply these leaves. So here, if I set, for example, service length months, and I define some number here, for example, 1, 2, or 3. So when this criteria will meet, that this employee will spend, for example, 6 months of his service in this company, so immediately system will enable option for this employee to apply this leave, which we have choose from here. Similarly, here there are two other options like date of appointment. So if I choose here, so immediately on the date of appointment, this employee will be able to take this leave. And based on the other rules, we will see that if it will allow him or no. If other rules are also flexible, so immediately even he can get the leave on the date of appointment. And the third one is date of confirmation. So you can set either date of appointment or confirmation. So both options are there, because sometime you appoint a guy but he's not confirmed, he's something like a probation period or something like this. So then he will not able to take this leave if you set here date of confirmation. So let's say we go with service length months. So in the service length months, we will see. Yes.
About the appointment.
Yes.
From where he get the date of appointment?
Date of appointment he will get from the, it's actually date of appointment is date of joining, which is available in the employee information screen.
Date of joining.
Yes.
You can say.
Okay.
And the confirmation, the date of?
Date of confirmation is when his status will become confirmed. So there can be status, probation, or there can be other status, and there can be status for confirm also.
There is two dates, confirmed date and hiring date.
Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what exactly it is, from where it is coming. If I go in the core module and employee, under employee, I will see employee information. So on the employee information screen, if I choose employee from here, for example, so you see here there is date of hiring, there is date of joining. There are two dates here, and there is third date here, date of confirmation, which is confirmation date. So basically, if I amend this employee, okay, if I amend this employee, so you will see here there is a employee status here, which is continue, and you see here there is also another status which is which is probation. So from probation to, if I will make confirmation, so immediately I will set this date, that on which date it will be confirmed. So from this date, this rule will be applied, date of confirmation. Okay. So the next is, so let's say if I go for the length of service month, HR validation, warning. Okay. So this validation for HR is service length validation for HR, that if this leave is recorded by HR instead of employee self-service, where employee actually apply for leave, this leave is entering or recording by HR. So still, what action system should do? So it will validate, or it will not validate, or it will just give warning. So we can set like warning. If HR will do, it will only give warning that his service length month is not enough.
Like notifications.
Again, please.
Yeah. So this service length month, for example, we set 3. If an employee is less than this 3 months, so from ESS, of course, he will not be able to apply for the leave. Okay. But there is another way that HR can also record the leave. For example, he don't apply from the employee sales service due to any reason, and he go for vacation, and this activity is done by HR on behalf of this employee from SmartHCM. So in that case, what system should do? System should still validate this, or should not validate, or only just give warning. So this is for HR, when HR recording this activity. Okay. Next is, sorry?
Yes, it means it will accept it.
Warning means it will only give warning and will proceed. But it will give alert to HR that there is some rule you are validating here, so you should take care about this.
I'm saying yes, it says it will accept it.
If you say yes, it will stop. It will not allow even HR to record this activity. Okay. Leave calculation on. So this option, that what will be the criteria to calculate the leave. So when actually it will start calculating the leave. So here we can have option here, date of appointment, that on the date of appointment it will start calculation, or on the date of confirmation, or frequency days, or calendar year, like once in a year it will do. So on the frequency, if we say frequency days, then we will define that after how many days it will be calculating. If we say date of confirmation, then it will automatically do that on the date of confirmation. This is the calculation of leave that there is in the system. For example, if we define frequency days as a 30, so each 30 days it will make the calculation. Each 30 days it will make the calculation. So these parameters are that when it will start calculation and when it will calculate actually.
Leave calculation on. It only applies to annual leave or what?
It only apply to the leaves which have balance-based leaves.
Which is annual leave so far.
Yeah, but even in any case, it will because it will have balance. If it is annual leave or there is any other leave which has balance, so of course this will be applicable here. Okay. The next option is daily or hourly. Some leaves are daily, some are hourly. So we need to choose here. Like short leave, it can be hourly, and annual leave and other kind of leave, it can be daily. So we need to set this setup here, that this leave which we are talking about is daily or is hourly basis. Okay, leave entitlement. Leave entitlement, that when it will entitle the leave. Okay. Okay. Leave entitlement here, it will give you that when it'll entitle the leave and based on which slabs. So here I set one frequency based one, that each after each day it will entitle another balance, and balance formula will be coming next. So here only I will say that what will be the entitlement. So if I say frequency base, so then I will need to define frequency. For example, if you said you need to do it each 30 days, so you will define here 30. If you say no, you need to calculate every day, so you will define it here 1. So this will mention here that after how many days it will calculate the balance, and what balance it will be coming next. Okay. Entitlement limited or unlimited. So if I will say yes, it will be limited with the balances. And what will be the limit? So here I will define the slab based on, so that it will be based on the slab of the years. Okay, and slab in the bottom section I will define here balance entitlement slab. So here I will define the slab of service length actually, that if some guy is from his service length is from 0 to 999, so he will be entitled 0.073. So to make it more clear, I will change it here to frequency days 30, and I will change here 2.5.
Hello.
Yes.
Based on what unit?
Okay. Let me repeat this. It is a little bit complicated. I will repeat it here. I change the values. It will be more easy for you to understand now. Okay. Here, I leave entitlement. I choose the option frequency base. Okay.
Give me 1 minute. Leave entitlement. It means when the program will give the employee its.
Let me complete this. I think once I will complete, you will understand. It is little bit complicated. I need to explain it in detail. Okay. Okay. Leave entitlement, that what criteria will be to calculate the or to make the leaves. So I will say frequency, that there is some particular frequency. On that frequency it will occur. Okay, and what will be this frequency? I said here frequency days 30. So frequency of 30 days, these both options if I combine together, so it means that frequency of 30 days leave will calculate. Okay, and how many leave will calculate? This is based on the slabs below here, balance entitlement slab, this one. That if a guy has service length from 0 to 999, this is a condition. Okay, I can make it condition something else also. Let me delete this and make another condition. If a guy service length is from 0 to let's say 5 years, so his entitlement will be 1.75, for example. If his service length is from above 5 to 99, it will become 2.5. Save and save. It didn't record because it was not saved, so that's why I will do it again. 0 to 5 years, it will be 1.75. Okay, from 5 to 99, it will be 2.5. Save. Okay, so I will repeat again. There are two things here: leave entitlement and frequency days. So if I combine both, so I will say the leave entitlement is based on frequency and the value of frequency is 30 days. So if after frequency of 30 days, so means after each 30 days, there will be calculation of leave. And what will be the formula for calculation? It will be defined here, that if a guy has service length from 0 to 5, he will get 1.75 after each 30 days. But if a guy have more than 5 years and up to 99 years service length in years, here I define year, in years. So whatever I am talking about, it is year, because balance entitlement slab based on years. I define here years. I can define here month and day also. Okay, so because I choose here year, so here whatever I am playing is based on each year. Okay, so frequency days 30 and each related to years that he has service length from 0 to 5, he will get 1.75. If he is from more than 5 years to 99 years, he will get 2.5 each 30 days. Calculation will be same each 30 days frequency, but based on the situation that how many years he has worked in the company, it will change the calculation value. It will change the calculation value. If it is 5, it will make 1.75. If it is more, it will make 2.5. Is it clear now?
Yes, but what about the limit?
Okay, limited and unlimited. If I make unlimited, means there is no balance then. Okay, there will be no limit for this. Okay, he can get any balance he want. So in this annual leave, it will not be applicable. If I make unlimited, all these will be not applicable then. So in that case of limited, only this will be. If it is unlimited, there is no limit, there is no calculation, there is no frequency days, there is no value, there is no balance. Okay.
Unlimited.
Okay. Yeah, unlimited means that all these will not be applicable. Like you have, for example, unpaid leave is unlimited. You can apply 1 day or you can apply 60 days, no problem. Okay, there will be no balance. Same thing is applicable for like medical leave. It's also unlimited. You don't have any balance or such things for medical leave. So you give it unlimited, and it's based on what when he apply for the leave. So you see the leave and you see the situation, and then you decide about it. So entitlement limit, if I make limited, then this will be applicable. If it is unlimited, then it will not be applicable to make calculation. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Next point is minimum days hours. So here I will define that how many minimum days someone can apply. So if I see 3, so at least you need to apply 3 days. You cannot go less than 3 days. If I say it here 1, so at least 1, you cannot go less than 1. So in case of 3, if you apply 1 day or 2 day, system will not allow you. Okay. Next is applying a limit and applying limit within. These both are related to each other.
If you have 3 days, you can apply.
So applying limit, for example, I say 30. That there is a limit of 30 days for applying the leave. And here I need to define something else also. That, for example, I say 365. Okay. So it means that in 365 days, he can only apply 30 days. He has limit of 30 days. If I here say change here 10, so means in total 365 days, he has limit to apply 10 only. Okay, and this is not 10 days or something. This is how many times he apply. This is apply how many times he can apply. So in 1 year he can apply annual leave 10 times. If I say no, only 1 time, so I will say here. So in 1 year, this employee can be able to apply only 1 time. If he apply 1 time, he cannot apply another time. After 365 days, yes, he can apply another time. If you want to give him 2 times, you just make it 2 here. Okay. The next is allow advance leave.
Unlimited
This, if you have unlimited time, so you can make in 365 days, make 365, or you make 999, something like this. Of course, in 365 days, someone will not apply 360. So it means it's unlimited. Okay. Okay. Let's say 2. Allow advance leave. If some guy don't have any balance, so still can he apply for leave? This parameter will decide about this. If I say no, so if anyone don't have balance, he cannot apply. If he has balance, he can apply. If I say it yes, so if a guy has only 1 day balance, he can still apply 5 days. No problem. It will make his balance negative, and later on it will adjust. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so next is minimum validation for HR. So there is a validation that he has balance or he don't have balance. So it should validate, or it should give only warning, or it should not validate. This is for HR. So when HR is entering the record from SmartHCM, so it will only give warning, or it will not validate at all, or it will stop HR. So this is the setup. Will be doing
Can't see
action
you. Can't
accordingly.
see. Your screen is stuck.
Nope.
Is it okay now?
No.
No, no.
The screen is coming black. I think it's started.
Still, you cannot see my screen.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Let me do it again.
Stop the screen and share it again, I think.